Good morning. Happy Saturday. Welcome to another episode of Get Elevated with Gia, self-proclaimed G-Money. I'm in the studio with my dear friend, game changer in Nevada in the cannabis game, Mr. Alex Council.
Thank you.
How you doing, Alex?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
Well, we're still on me. Yeah.
Okay.
Did you know that I go by G-Money? Is this new information to you?
No, I kind of knew that, but
I would like you to use it more often, please.
I just call you G. So
I would like you to add the
G-Money.
money.
All right.
Manifest.
All right, you got
it.
I will.
You like how
All
I
right,
made
money.
it right about me?
Yeah,
again?
G-Money. All right.
Thank you, everyone, for
You
joining
got it.
us again for this episode. So we talk about cannabis on the show, all things truth and clarity, and we're talking about Nevada and game changers. And who better than my good friend Alex Council? So Alex, officially welcome to the show.
Tyou.
And thank you for being here. Thank you for taking time
Thank
to
you.
be with us.
Appreciate it.
So Alex, what I'd like to talk about over the next 30 minutes is your journey to cannabis, your impact in the cannabis market here specifically, and you have experience comparing other states. I'd love to know a little bit about, how you think Nevada compares to other states, and especially from the position that you sit. So presently, Alex, you are the director of supply chain at Shango. Woot woot.
Whoop, whoop.
Do you know what Shango means?
There's been multiple different, I like to hear what your thoughts on that is.
So you don't know.
Yeah. No.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, it is. I looked it up because I thought it was such a cool name when I first moved here
Right.
3 years ago, and it's like an African thunder god.
It is.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I
says
knew it was an African
it
god,
is.
but
There you-
I didn't realize,
Thunder,
it was such
thunder
a
god. I think.
thunder god.
Whatever. That's a cool thing to be, a thunder god.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The many
think-
ways you can play on it.
Do you think that he just walks around and like disperses thunder at times?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you
why
think he
not?
smokes a big blunt while he does it?
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
I think it's a pretty dope name.
Oh.
Full disclosure, I just tried a product prior to our arrival here,
Right.
so I'm getting the feels on it. It is the new Pheno Exotic sauce pod.
Yeah.
Do you carry those?
We currently do not, but that's a great brand.
Yeah, it really is.
It's a
I
great
love
product.
Pheno Exotic.
Yeah,
Shouts
absolutely.
to Pheno Exotic. And so I had the peanut butter souffle. I loved it. This one I tried hazmat. Now, by definition, hazmat, it's
hazardous.
I'm going in
Yeah,
hot.
yeah.
Hazmat.
Absolutely.
Like I feel like I should
Lot
be
of
dressed
terps.
differently.
A lot of terps in that strain.
Yeah. I'm still tasting them, but I'm enjoying the feels.
Yeah,
I love the sauce pods.
It's a great pen. Hats off to that group over
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Dear friends of mine. Great products.
Yeah, so we're going to explore that as we go here.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. Dry mouth is already kicking in. Okay, Alex, so what I always like to start the show is with, how did you get into cannabis, like not the business, but the plant? When did you start smoking? Was it your bar mitzvah? Are you Jewish?
Well, it was kind of by accident. I got a phone call, and literally they asked me if I wanted to buy weed for a living.
Wow.
Coming unorthodox.
they?
It was the prayer group, MedMen.
Okay.
Everybody's aware of
Okay.
that group. Is a great group. Flew me to LA.
Wait a minute. Alex,
yeah.
rewind. When did you start smoking?
Not till I was like probably 6 months into the job.
So you are starting at the beginning. Wait a minute. You didn't
Yeah.
smoke when you were a kid?
No, my mother was
You didn't
a
have
police
Did you have
officer.
a bar mitzvah though?
No, my
All
mother.
right.
My mother was law enforcement, and I grew up from a law enforcement home.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I always steered clear of it, and so
Wow, you'd have gotten
Yeah.
like handcuffed and like shoved in your room
yeah,
with a
it was
bar of
not-
soap,
yeah,
probably.
It was like
We got the soap in our generation, Alex. Kids
we were
don't
lied
know.
to.
We were Kids don't know about the whole bar of soap thing. They think it's a joke.
I know, right?
Did you ever get a bar of soap to
I
shove?
did.
Ivory, what was your soap?
Absolutely, Dove.
Yeah, better. I think
Yeah.
that'd be better.
I don't know. It
Creamier?
was just bad.
This is bad. And
No,
it's
it was
just,
just bad.
you start foaming, and then you think, why don't I just take it out and walk out of this prison that they put me in? But we don't, because we're terrified.
Yeah, they should do that more often.
I know. Let's bring it back.
All right.
Yeah.
Who's first?
My son, I am not doing that to my son. No, I could never. He's an angel. He's perfect. Okay, but So you never did in college? Did
No,
you go to
not
college?
yeah, absolutely. I went to Indiana University from
Okay,
from the Midwest.
that's right, from the Midwest.
Yeah, and no, not at all.
I don't know why I just
Dabbled in
assumed.
alcohol,
Okay, well, yeah, of
a little
course.
bit as every teenager does.
Okay.
But no. My mother was law enforcement, so I
So your
whole life.
oh, that you know what? We kind of share that because I didn't start smoking until I started working in the business.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so you actually were on the right journey there, and I derailed it.
Yeah, I've been bamboozled, lied to.
I know.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's not the first time. It's not the last.
I know, right?
Stay tuned.
It works.
Okay. What did you smoke, Alex?
A little bit of a modified banana from Shango.
Okay. What is a modified banana?
It's a great strain, strong sativa strain. Yeah,
Ooh.
I highly recommend it. Check it out. Strong
Ooh,
terps.
I want to know more about your not your their strains, but yours in particular that you like.
Yeah.
So let's get back to the start of your
Sure,
career
absolutely.
/ the start of smoking cannabis. So
Right.
MedMen called you.
Right. And explored it. Not coming from the industry, obviously, I wanted to know more. Right.
Mm-hmm.
What was this about? Is this really real? So pretty much went out to LA, accepted the opportunity. It was a great group of people.
You went out to LA from.
From Vegas.
Okay, so you were already here,
Yeah,
but
I
you
was
weren't
already
working
here.
in cannabis here.
No, I was not.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so we went out to LA, great group of people, accepted the opportunity, and it was pretty much here's a laptop and a couple
Yeah.
of phone numbers.
Like everything in this business.
Go
yeah.
make it happen.
At least you got a
Figure it out.
laptop, man.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, and a large budget, but no, an amazing group, strong mentors there.
Mm-hmm.
It was just
It's a good place
it
to
was-
start
it
out.
was.
But hey, Alex, they
things
hired you
happened.
without actually being a cannabis consumer.
Well,
That's
they
right.
wanted people from the outside of the industry too, right?
Of course.
So people want, hey, are you good? Corporate. I was a senior vice president in the procurement industry already. So
That's right. I like how you flex
um,
that senior vice
yeah.
president.
So they wanted to.
Understood.
They wanted somebody out of the industry to put a business aspect on it because while it was becoming legal,
Okay.
business SOPs were being developed.
Okay.
And those weren't in existence. So those processes and procedures were definitely needed, and we just had to try to
And
figure
you
them
brought
out.
it.
Tried to.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
how did the smoking start?
I really dug into it. Just dug into the plant. I wanted to know what it was really about. Does it have all the natural capabilities of healing? You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And so I just really dug into it and learned from the best people in the industry.
You like who?
Worked with Burner, Be Real, and
Oh.
Shavo, 22
nice.
Red.
Flex. Keep going.
Yeah,
I
and
love
just a
it.
few other people.
I
Josh
love 22
Linker.
Red, actually.
Yeah, just some really good people, beer bros out of California.
Okay.
And
How did you get connected with all them through MedMen?
through MedMen
Yeah.
in the California in the industry.
Sure.
Absolutely. So,
Okay.
it was an amazing opportunity, opened up a lot of doors. A lot of brands were developed, a lot of brands were started.
But we still haven't gotten to the time you started to smoke.
6 months into it.
Are we getting there?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's about 7 months into it.
Okay.
Yeah. And then just first pen I smoked was AeroPro.
So you started with the pen.
Boom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
Then-
once you get that
yeah,
vibrating
then-
battery, you're done.
Exactly. Then the terabytes were on, and it was
Okay.
game over.
Nice.
Loved it,
Nice.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Good start.
yeah,
Yeah.
So just really dug in and learned a lot about the plant itself, what it can do, and started to really appreciate things.
Mm-hmm.
Then learned how to bring that to market, and then the challenges, of
We'll get
regulations.
to them. I want to get there. I want to get
So,
into the whole cannabis season.
yeah.
So I just it's not computing yet. We did some pens, we did some AeroPro, awesome.
Right.
Then we did some terabytes. How are you such an expert at all the flower, Alex? You have like a vault of flower, I know. You have Tropicana circa 2018. I
Yeah.
know you do.
Yeah,
When did that develop? When did you start really smoking
Yeah,
the Mhm.
well, I got linked with Nima and
Yeah.
JB, those guys, and
Yeah.
just total mad respect and love for those guys. They
Mm.
taught me a lot and learned a lot within that group, and then just really just talked to as many people as I could.
Mhm.
Learned who
And
was
smoked
who.
as many joints as you
Smoked
could.
as many joints
That's
as
what
I
I
could.
wanna hear.
Right?
That's what I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
Smoked as many as I could. Many, why is it a sativa? Why is it an indica?
Of course,
right?
isn't that the
Then-
fun of like
yeah.
really accepting? And that's why
And
I
then
love
learning,
to like
yeah.
note the terpenes and then note how I feel. So like, I like that. I don't like that. Like that's
Absolutely.
how you learn this plant.
Yeah, because everybody's is different, right? You may
Yeah.
enjoy it, you may not.
Yeah.
So just learning how to dial your body in
Mhm.
and then enjoying it.
Yeah. What's some of your favorite stuff right now?
Like I said, Shango modified banana. That's a number one.
Mm-hmm.
One of my all-time
What are
favorites
it's a sativa,
it's
so
a sativa. Yeah, absolutely.
terpinolene. Yeah.
Always Cannabis, Kush Mountains.
Okay. Oh, I love Kush
That
Mountains. Yeah.
absolutely players. Cheesehead.
Yep.
Or head cheese.
Cheese.
Nature's chemistry. Garlic cookies,
Yep.
blue hash plant. That's really hitting. That's a great as well.
Nice.
Greenway and anything GLP, Fleur.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
There's
wow.
like I've got like too many to list.
I
So
get clearly.
it's
Yeah. And I know you have it all. You have the most unique collection of everything.
Well,
How did that start? Anyone who's walked into your office, regardless of where you've been, there's a whole thing.
right.
There's a whole theory to your setup.
I just take every brand that's developed. I always try to help them along the way and whatever
Yeah.
and just try to take a piece of that and always market. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
hey, whether it's the pens or some sort of memorabilia, just try to give
Yeah.
back and give that respect to the brand, right?
I know.
'Cause
Your
it marks a
office is
special
it's
point in
got
time, right?
the neon signs, the you have art brand. I mean, you're the only office like that, so you know.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's like an amusement park a little bit. And then you're like, I got something for you. I got something for you. I
Right.
got something for you. It's a whole treats.
Right.
Yeah.
No, it's just we've got an amazing team here, and in multi-states as well.
Yeah. Where is Shango other than this?
Oregon,
Okay.
California, and then Missouri, Michigan,
Okay.
and then obviously Vegas.
Nice. And dear friends, as I always like to say, welcome to the future of cannabis. My name is Gia. I'll be your tour guide.